Hey my beautiful souls. So I wanted to talk to you guys, and I really didn't know when I was gonna put this out, but since I just been getting confirmation, I said, you know what, it was not only me, I would say a group of you guys were feeling this. And we were on this, that we were assisting our divine masculine, but their energy was too much. It was kind of too overwhelming, and it felt much of a energy that we would have when we would be with them physically. And it was more now of the energetic cycles, right? And until we had stopped it and we said no, you have to do your own thing. And it kind of settled, right? And until we got another something in the 3D, right? Whether it was a text message or a call, and even it's so weird because say if we don't talk or we see a message, it's still kind of like a nervousness. We're like, oh my god, you don't know what to do, but also you feel nervous, and you're like, and it could be just a hi, but you don't even want to even check it, right? But that's kind of the fear that sets in, right? And we are trying to move away from that and try to face our fears. And when we did, you can't deny that, right? Is that it? Is that it? But yes, we are trying to move away from illusions, right? So if you have to go back to your basics, right? If there's no action from this person, then there's no energy that you want to give to the situation, especially when there's not action taken. And we are kind of very similar, getting, understanding that we are more alike than what we really thought. You would say that we thought that we were complete opposites, and for what I'm understanding, we are more similar than we are the twins. And even though he prefers the masculine to be, in this fantasy world, right? For us, we love to be in the higher realms, in regards to the divine feminines, but in a different way, right? It feels like home, it feels good, but not the way that the masculine kind of does this to escape, right? And we kind of live there, and sometimes we have to be, like that. Sorry, my finger hurts. I cut it. So, yeah. And, there was some kind of pull from the energy. And say that the divine masculine didn't even do anything, The conversation was pretty quick, and it was that, and that was it. But it felt like maybe I should reach out. But it was an old paradigm that, like an attachment, right? And what I was getting directed is, with that, I really called on to my universe and said, I didn't want to surrender because I really wanted to do this. And what I was getting, and what was I getting pulled to was everything has feelings, everything. Mother Gaia. It's not just a planet, right? And we do know that like the trees, the animals, everything has feeling. So one of my things was that I really called to my heart, and I really talked to my heart, and I really told my heart that it's okay. You don't have to have that resentment. It's okay. You don't have to have this pain. Let go of the pain. Let go. And as I was doing this, you can imagine that, the heart had some kind of resentment. But with you being by her side, I call her, it brings you to a place of unconditional love, right? And I was thinking of different ways on how we can really transmute, a relationship or an experience that was totally off guard, and it was a negative experience. How do we go about that? One of the things that I was really gonna start doing is like a pen pal, right? Your twin. But when you put this in a pen pal type of situation, it's like you're rewriting the relationship. So you're kind of transmuting it. You see for what it is, but you don't carry your past hurt. So that is something that I'm going to be doing, and I would really encourage you guys to do that so you can start healing. And that pain, that resentment, call to your heart and help her release it and to let it go, right? And you will feel light. But that is something that I am getting called to. And before this, that I had a healing session with my heart. One of the things was, I can get my masculine, because he always puts SOS out here in the energies. You might not see it in the physical, but energies are SOS, help, assistance, I need you, I miss you, I always love you, don't forget about me, we're always together. And that is what calls the divine feminines to the masculine in the 3D, hoping that, and this was before, hoping that this time would be different. And that's what kept us in the cycle, and a cycle, and a cycle, until we actually really are balanced out, our divine masculine and our divine feminine. And we said, no, we're not taking action. They don't take action, we don't take action. So when this energy I was feeling getting pulled, to reach out to my divine masculine in the 3D, I had to ask myself, I can get him out of his misery, right? But then that would put me in my misery. And I sacrificed my love for my masculine. I sacrificed myself for this love, and I'm not doing that any longer. So I had to say no. He has to deal with the circumstances. He has to deal with the outcome. He has to deal with what, he has to lay on his bed. And he's the only one that will be able to remove himself from any negative energies that are attached to him, or that he has kind of shackled himself to be.